Today, based on the January 27th issue of the Maritime Daily, which reported that container freight rates have clearly fallen across major trade lanes, with the composite index declining for a third consecutive week, I would like to take a closer look at recent developments in the container freight market. As the Lunar New Year approaches, noticeable changes are beginning to emerge across the logistics industry. On January 23rd, the Shanghai Shipping Exchange released the latest Shanghai Containerized Freight Index, or SCFI, showing broad-based declines across major routes, including those to Europe and North America. Let us start with the overall figures. The SCFI Composite Index fell 7% week-on-week to 1,458 points. This marks the third straight weekly decline and the first time in roughly a month and a half that the index has dropped below the 1,500-point level. Even routes to the Middle East and the Mediterranean, which had previously remained relatively firm, are now showing clear signs of deterioration. Overall, the market trend has decisively turned downward. Looking at spot rates by trade lane, shipments to North America have also weakened. Rates to the U.S. West Coast fell 5% from the previous week to $2,084 per 40-foot container, marking a second consecutive weekly decline. Meanwhile, rates to the U.S. East Coast, which had been recovering until recently, dropped 9% to $2,896, ending a 6-week streak of increases. As a result, rates have reverted to levels seen in late December last year, effectively erasing the series of increases carriers had implemented at the start of the year. Europe-bound routes show a similar pattern. Freight rates to Northern Europe declined 5% to $1,595 per 20-foot container. Mediterranean routes fell 8% to $2,756, while rates to the Middle East plunged sharply by 24% to $1,288. South America remains weak as well, with West Coast South America rates dropping below $1,000 for the first time since last year, reaching $939. This raises the question of why freight rates have fallen so broadly. The primary factor emerging from market reports is the early fading of pre-Lunar New Year demand in Greater China. While last-minute shipping demand typically builds ahead of the holiday period, this year demand appears to have slowed earlier than usual, even with February approaching. Since December, major shipping lines have attempted to support rates through capacity controls such as blank sailings. At the beginning of the year, these measures aligned with pre-holiday demand and helped push rates higher. However, that momentum has now weakened. In short, even with supply being tightened, actual cargo demand has not been strong enough to sustain higher freight rates. Additional perspectives from other sources reinforce this view. Reports from maritime consulting firms such as Drewry, as well as broader market indicators, point to a structural oversupply driven by a wave of new vessel deliveries. While spot rates are declining, overall vessel capacity remains elevated. The sharp 24% drop in Middle East rates, in particular, suggests that capacity adjustments are not keeping pace with weakening demand. Looking ahead in the short term, cargo volumes are expected to soften further during the Lunar New Year period and into late February and March, as factory shutdowns reduce export activity. Under these conditions, there are few catalysts for a rate recovery, and freight rates are likely to remain weak or move sideways for the time being. That said, shipping lines are unlikely to stand by idly as rates deteriorate. After the holiday period, carriers are expected to further strengthen blank sailings and consolidate services in an effort to stabilize freight levels. While the current decline in spot rates presents an opportunity for cost savings, shippers should also remain mindful of the risk of sudden capacity shortages triggered by aggressive supply controls. Even as rates fall, situations where vessels are unavailable or space becomes difficult to secure could emerge after the Lunar New Year. That concludes today's update. Thank you very much for listening.